If you've ever been at the range competing in your local USPSA match when a random overweight boomer FUD approached you and asked you why you are supporting communism by purchasing a Holosun red dot for your pistol, and then you proceeded to immediately outperform him in said shooting match, then go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, guys. Welcome back to the Trench Grenade channel. Today we're going to be discussing 5 years, 50,000 rounds, and 5 different Holosun dots, and what my honest feedback and experiences have been. Now, many people right now are literally slamming into their Cheeto-covered keyboards and trying to moral grandstand as to why I would support a Chinese company, communism, and not buy American. The answer for me is very simple. Price and performance. You are watching this video right now on a phone that was most likely made in China while listening to it in your headphones on a device that was also made in China while you order items from Amazon that were, of course, made in communist China. So before you go and start moral grandstanding about why I wouldn't buy an overpriced Trigicon RMR, that is the exact reason. Price, performance, and guess what? I don't care. There's other ways I can support my country, like, I don't know, giving over a decade of my life in service in the infantry, the only branch that actually matters, as a senior non-commissioned officer. So before you begin moral grandstanding to me about what I have done and how I'm supporting my country, I will ask you the same question, Mr. Keyboard Commando, okay? Can we move on? Now, this video, of course, doesn't represent the War Department of the United States Army in any way. We have 5 different pistols and multiple different round counts over the past 5 years. What I'm going to do is show you the dot, show you the gun, explain to you what it was used in, and then I'll give you my overall thoughts and opinions on Holosun as a company, my honest opinions, as I have no sponsors or I'm a third-party content creator, and I can actually say what I feel, unlike a lot of these other content creators that will go unnamed, that you'll see massive banners over here, and they'll say, well, this was provided by, but my honest thoughts are, no, it's not, okay? So if you want to support the channel, just hit the like button, leave your combat llama emojis down below, and share this video with a buddy that is considering buying American because they don't want to support China, even though they're watching it on their Chinese phone. Have that conversation with them. Maybe they'll get off their moral high horse and value price and performance over the name tag on the side of the thing, okay? Because who cares? Anyway, let's get into the dots. This pistol, Staccato C2, you guys have seen it on the channel a ton. 11,000 rounds on camera. We're at 12,000. The last 1,000 rounds has not been released. Okay, so 12,000 rounds with this exact combination. What you're seeing here, this is a Holosun red dot 507 comp. Okay, you're going to see a few of these here today on different guns that have been tested over a long period of time. Now, Holosun doesn't know who I am. I purchased all of these with my own money. I'm going to make nothing off of this video unless you hit the like button and comment and share. So before you say, well, this guy's bought and paid for by Big China. No, I hate China, right? Just like everybody else, but they have good dots, okay? Here we go. Until the tariffs get rid of them, right? Okay, so where is it? Anyway, Holosun 507 comp, 12,000 rounds, my concealed carry, steel challenge, USPSA, courses that I have attended, okay? This thing has been around for a while and has never failed. The battery in it has never changed. I've never had a single issue at all, 0 issues with the Holosun 507 comp that has lived on this Staccato C2 now for at least 12,000 rounds that have been documented once I started actually deciding to be an adult and document things, right? Next pistol. This pistol has been on the channel for, what, 3 or 4 years since the channel was first created. Long story short, this is a Shadow Systems MR920. I had a gun stolen during a military move, and I needed to acquire a gun for a local steel challenge because I wanted to get back into competition after a move, okay? So I acquired this gun. We threw a dot on the same day. This dot has only had the battery replaced once and has outlived the gun. This gun has had the striker replaced and the recoil assembly replaced because this gun has roughly 12 to 13,000 rounds. You can go watch all the videos on the channel as well for all these guns to include this one. But this one's been around forever. It's basically just a Shadow Systems Glock 19 and has a Holosun 407C X2. Here, I'll show you right here. Okay, there you go. Okay, so Holosun 407C X2, never had a single issue. You can see we've racked it off of stuff. You're seeing like a bunch of marring and things like that up on top of the gun or on top of the optic. Point is, this thing has been around forever, freaking 12,000 rounds at least. You can go watch countless videos on the channel shooting this gun, MR920 direct mount, has never came off the gun, never had a single issue, and the gun itself has been rebuilt twice. What to say? This is like their cheapest one, okay? This is their Holosun 407C right there, and this is like one of their cheapest dots to my understanding, and never had a single issue, okay? There we go. But Trent, it doesn't say Trijicon or EOTech on the side. Listen, I use EOTech for my rifle stuff, but guess what? I use Holosun 507 comps for my pistol stuff. No big deal, right? Stop putting your ego in everything. Let's move on. This is the gun itself is a DR920L. This is basically a Glock 34-ish type of shadow systems, okay? Doesn't matter really the gun. All that matters is this thing has roughly 8 to 10,000 on this gun alone. Okay, I kind of gave up on shooting this because it has a slower reciprocation with the longer barrel, right? And I kind of like the Glock 19 style of reciprocation. The point is, has a Holosun EPS green dot. Okay, I'm gonna show you right here. Boom. I'll give you one more brightness. All these guns are clear and safe, by the way. Always follow the 4 rules of weapon safety. There you go. Okay, so this gun, or this dot, has had a ton of rounds. I don't think I've ever, I'm trying to think. Okay, the only two batteries that I've ever replaced are these two right here. The 407C and the EPS, because they've been around forever, and one day I got paranoid. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna replace the batteries in these two to make sure, but that was just because it was the right thing to do, not because it needed it. And you should always replace your batteries and all that, okay? So EPS, it's like a mailbox on this thing. I'm not really a fan of the EPS compared to the 507 comp, but they do work if it's your style. It's basically just a mailbox. There you go. Never had a single issue with this thing. No mounting issues, no nothing, okay? So there it is, EPS. I believe the EPS carrier, you guys let me know. Trench, you're the reviewer. I don't freaking know. I just shoot the things, man. I buy them, I throw them on there, and I shoot them, okay? Let's see if it says on here. It says EPS G2. You guys let me know, okay? There it goes. All right, moving on. What do we want to do next? Saber. Okay, we have the Saber Dagger. This one just finished a 5,000 round burn down. We have another Holosun 507 comp, okay? And I'll show you all of them at the end. But this is another Holosun 507 comp. Spoiler alert. Keep in mind, all of these pistols have been ran through burn down testing. So the pistol has 1,000 rounds put through it in a 25-minute period. What does that mean to you? That means I actually shoot the guns. That means I actually test it, right? And that means they get very, very hot. So if there was going to be an issue with the dot, it would arrive from the burn down testing, okay? So point is, this is a Saber Dagger with another, here we go, right there, okay? 507 comp. Have been no issues at all with this dot. Literally nothing to write home. This one just finished a 5,000 round review on the gun. Okay, another 507 comp, no issues at all. Moving on. All right, what do we have here? M&P compact. You guys have seen this recently on the channel. We're at the 3,000 round mark right now. Okay, Smith & Wesson M&P 9mm 2.0 compact. Work on that naming convention, Smith & Wesson, please. It's a nightmare. Another shocker, Holosun 507 comp. But Trench, why do you have so many? Well, I test a lot of different guns, okay? This is kind of like a part-time gig. You guys know that. Obviously, you're watching the channel. And guess what? The reason why I have so many, price and performance. The Holosun 507 comp, by the way, 3,000 rounds on this, no issues. There's other dots, but these are the 5 pistols we're going to talk about. So I've done tons of burn down testing, okay? The point is, I've done tons of different burn down testing with all of these different dots, and guess what? I've never had a single issue with any of them. So why is that so important? Let me grab all these for you. Why is that so important? All these like dudes that will be like, oh, buy a Trijicon because it's $1,000, and now I can say I bought American made first. Well, guess what? You bought American made. Here you go. There you go. There's all the dots, okay? You bought American made, and that's great, and I'm proud of you, as you do all the other stuff to support China. But the one thing where you took a stand is where you bought American, okay? That's fine. I'm just kind of messing with you guys. There's the green. We'll see how many we can get in. There's the red. Oh, there's another one. There's a red. Oh, there's another one, okay? Point is, all the dots work great. Never had a single issue with any of them. Never had an issue with mounting. Never had an issue with accuracy. They're all super freaking accurate. They're as accurate as the gun will be, okay? They are not the limiting factor. Unlike other dots on the market, these are not the limiting factor. The mounting is great. I've never had a problem. Like, if trust me, If I had a problem, I'd be the first one to say Holosun is trash, okay? I am that guy. I will call them out if there's an issue. But the point is, never had an issue. 3 different 507 comps, 1 EPS carry, 1 407C. I probably have another 1 or 2 sitting in the safe that I just couldn't find to make this video. But the point is, 5 years, 50,000 rounds, 5 pistols, probably more sitting in the safe, never had an issue, and the dots just work, okay? So what would be my advice to you? Before your buddy goes and tells you, Trench or whatever, dude, don't buy that dot. It's made in China. They're going to get you. Ask him the question. Why is this the one thing you choose to all of a sudden be a patriot, right? What are we doing? All of a sudden, you're a patriot now when there's one thing on the gun. And you know what's hilarious? Oh, I don't have a good example. So these dudes will literally, like in the same breath that they're like, oh, you should buy a Trijicon or a EOTech. In the same breath, they will do something that is like blatantly supportive of China, like download all their stuff to their wallet, their Apple Wallet account, and now all of a sudden they're literally being spied on by big government or whatever. So the point is, before I go down a tangent here, price and performance, 5 years, 50,000 rounds. The dots are amazing, durable, accurate. Battery life's great. Mounting is great. What more do you want? Okay. You know, maybe I need to do a better job at like, hey, Holosun, sponsor me. I'm kidding, right? But the point is, I don't give a damn about China, right? They're probably going to be our next big adversary in the next war. But the dots themselves, as of right now, unless tariffs like cancel the import of them or whatever, the dots themselves work great. If you're looking for a dot for price and performance for concealed carry, duty, whatever, right? Competition, whatever you need it for, the Holosun 507 comp would be my recommendation. Okay, so and I like red dot. You guys, some of you guys like green. I found out. I mean, do whatever you want. Okay, but that's my rant. 5 years, 50,000 rounds, 5 pistols, probably more in the safe. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Hit the like button if you got this far. Share it with a buddy. Do all the cringe YouTube stuff. Leave your combat llama emojis down below. And I cannot wait to see the comment section of all of the dudes that don't even take care of their own body, their own physique, their own bank account, their own life, now trying to morally grandstand at me of why I would purchase a Chinese dot. That's going to be a blast. I look forward to seeing everyone in the comments. Thanks for being here. And until next time, this is going to be Trench Grenade, your average big China supporter, I guess. Signing out. Cheers.